We are looking at another green day in the crypto market. Coins are moving into green, some of them are breaking higher, and that is a good news because if you were positioned well, you are ready to ride that particular blast and take your profit near the targets. So XRP have this pattern. This is on a daily time frame where it's ready, right? It's ready to break higher. Look at the RSI, it has already broken to the upside. We have a green day in the crypto market. Market itself is slowly bouncing higher. Some of them are breaking out towards the target. So if you are positioned well, you are looking to take your profits near the target. If you're trading, if you're a long-term investor, you are just riding it through your targets and taking your profits little by little based on your exit strategy. Now on a daily, XRP shows you that it's about to break higher. Look at the RSI. It shows you we're going to break higher soon. Now, how to validate that one? You can go into a shorter time frame chart. We already looked at this one. We broke higher. Great. What does that mean? We're going to have a retest, and we did, and then we are bouncing higher. As we bounce higher, we are going to target 1.46 for this particular pattern in 4-hour chart. The same if you're zooming out and looking at this, when you get the breakout here, that 1.46 takes you above this level where it ensures your breakout in the RSI, MACD and the price on a daily. Then you're targeting towards 2.13. It depends upon what type of trader you are, but you need to know some facts. The charts clearly highlight we haven't started that momentum to the upside. We haven't yet reached that euphoric territory. And now we are going to enter there soon. Look at these vertical lines I've plotted. Can you see something there? You can pause the video and just look at that, and if you find something interesting, comment it. Let me see how many of you guys actually do take time to learn TA so that once you make your capital here in this market, you're going to implement that in other markets and make more money. Not just sit on that money and waste it, but reinvest it in different markets. Anyway, here what you are seeing is the price is pumping to the upside. That's all good. That's great. But when did that actually started? The momentum to the upside, that impulsive blast to the upside on a 3-day weekly candles? That started when the RSI was already in the overbought territory and somewhere near the resistance. Now we are halfway through it. Yeah, we are progressing. We are working on it. We haven't reached the overbought territory yet. We reached that level. We got rejected. We came back down. Now we are bouncing back to the upside. What does that mean? We are going to start this particular area soon, but yeah, we need to reach towards the resistance, right? Say they're halfway through this. When the RSI enters there, that's the time when we are going to see blast. So until that, you're slowly moving like this. You're slowly taking up like this and then a blast. Boom. So count the number of days you had. Now this is a 3-day chart. So if you have like 10 candles here, that's a month. Right, so that and then the next candles to the upside, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. That's it, done. That's 12 days where you get the maximum ROI, and another 30 days where you've been waiting for this. So if you waited till now and you have patience for a little bit more, you're gonna get higher ROI as you ride. So if you take a couple more candles, then you're targeting somewhere here, which would be somewhere around $8, $9. If we start in the next candle itself, we would be targeting somewhere here, which is like $6 to $7, $6.5, $7, $7.5, that range. So it depends on how long you consolidate. And then you look at the MACD. Is it supporting? Yes, it is. Now, what's the longer term scenario? What's the weekly chart showing you? We discussed about this particular pattern previously, talking you guys through it, saying, this is going to happen. Right, we're going to enter that territory. Then move on to a monthly chart because we just completed August. We entered September, and this is what you see, and that's really interesting to see. RSI, MACD, price, all of them giving you one single idea. Right, now you need to sit on it, digest it, and come back to the market and say, wow, that's great. We are going to make money. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. I want to highlight you guys, there are scammers who are trying to use my thumbnail, use my name, blah blah blah, go into the comment section. I try to kick them out as soon as possible, but don't fall for it. I'll never come to your comment section where you ask some doubt. I've never put my number there asking contact here, pay me this, blah blah blah. I never do that. Okay, so don't get into any of that. Now do understand, there are people who are really happy about what's happening in the market right now. Why? Because they are able to make profit, because they were placed in the right coins at the right price. So now these are just the recent ones. I don't usually take everything and come here, but there are people who have patience, who bought in early. Say, we've done that, right? We went through that. So he turned his $1,000 into $34,000 in Cardano. Now, why do people do this? Because they have patience, they have understanding about the charts. So this one is something which is interesting. We just showed this a couple of days back where Ether is about to break out, and that's going to bring more volume for alts. That was my comments for my Patreons, right? That was posted in my Patreon. Then this is what you are looking at. Ether just broke higher. We are moving towards our target. So if you are one of them, you are making the most. Then there's another one, say seller. We showed that this is the particular pattern which we are seeing. If we break this, then we are going to continue higher. Then we reached here. Now remember, this is August 5th and this is September 1st. So that's literally like within a month you broke higher. You have this pattern, and we are like, okay, that looks like a descending triangle, which is a continuation pattern for bullish move. Then you got this one, another break to the upside. So these are not it. We go through a ton of these where we have a lot of them covered. Now if you want to look at them, if you want to get an idea about what's happening in the market and all the assets you have in your portfolio, you can look at the Patreon. The link is given in the description below. Now why do I say that, right? You come into the Patreon and you see a lot of different assets being charted on a regular basis, so that you guys are updated. Because I do the Ask for TA session where I ask you guys what charts you want, and you let me know what you want, and I go through them, give you guys the update. And yesterday we did some of them, right? If you are going through them, if you are looking through them, you're going to see a lot of them. Say, I'm just selecting a couple of them here, but a lot of them doing exactly what we thought, right? We went through this, that broke higher. We highlighted that this is going to happen, and that's going to be a continuation pattern, blah blah blah. And then this one in EOS showing this, and people understand that, right? That's why they are there and they are looking through it. But always understand, not everyone will get this. Meaning, if you don't have patience and you're coming into the market saying, I want to make money tomorrow, that's not the right place to be, because I don't do that short-term leverage trading which has a higher level of risk so that you lose your money. I don't do that. I make you an investor. I create thoughts in a way that you think like an investor. If you want to do that, you can really jump on and have a look at it. Now guys, what are we really looking at right now? People will definitely say we are going to go down. That should be there. Those kind of people should be there. That's great, because they are betting against the market. And if the buyers are able to push the market a little bit up, now they are in doubt, thinking, are we going to go down? Are we going to go up? They'll sell their position. We are kind of kicking them out. So the market moves higher. Now, if they stay put and say, okay, now I'm going to increase, saying this is going to go down, and then the buyers kick them out, that's liquidating them, more volume into the market, we move way higher than that. That is good for the market. Now, yeah, not good for all of them, but good for the market, meaning good for the buyers, right? Now, look at this as a 4-hour chart and say, yes, we are moving towards our target. When I charted this, was 1.2, right? When I gave you this, it was really 1.2, and right now when we are talking through that, the price is continuing higher. Now what are we looking at? On a shorter time frame, you're looking at 1.46. On a longer time frame, say a daily, you're looking at 2.13. At a macro, you're looking like $6 to $7, which is the impulsive target for this particular trend. Once you reach there, yeah, we'll have to reanalyze, but wave 2 is not over. You are just going through the wave 2, and wave 2 may take you more, couple of months. In XRP, maybe 2-3 months. That happens in your portfolio, and that's magical, because XRP, when it runs hard. Last time, from this bottom of 0.1675, we went to $2. So that's literally 10 to 15x depending upon your average, but the market gave you that chance. Think what it's giving you, the same opportunity or 2 to 3 times that from this bottom. That's going to be again magical. Now look at this monthly candle. The last monthly candle just closed here where it raised these negativeness in the market. So the bearish momentum is turned down. Now why is it important? Because we just came back to the moving average, which is the 50-day moving average, and then we bounced back up and closed there. On a monthly chart, you literally bounced from your 50-day moving average. Now look at the RSI. You came down, you're bouncing. Now this particular area, that's where you have to focus, because that's the confirmed candle, this particular candle of August. Because right now, you haven't even started this particular candle for September. And once it closes, that's when you get the complete idea. So right now, you're anticipating that it's going to move higher based on all the patterns which we discussed in 4-hour, daily, 3-day. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. And if we are completing that, we are entering a territory where the euphoria is so high. Now let's jump onto BTC and others to give you guys the right sense of what the market is about to do. Now give or take, there's going to be a little bit fluctuation. There we told like 50-51, the market reached 49.8. That was like a little bit missed. Now it depends on which exchange you are. Say here in coin market cap, it shows you 50-200. Now that's a hit, like we told that. Now when we are slowing down, people say, okay, that's it, Bitcoin is going to drop. We're going to drop to 15,000. I had in my Patreon itself a lot of people asking, okay, I've seen this message from another guy which is saying, this is going to go down to 15,000. What do you think about this? Blah, blah, blah. And yeah, maybe that's true. But if you are looking at the market, you're going to see a lot of different opinions. Now you have to decide for yourself, because it's your money. So what do you look at? What should you look at? You come on to weekly chart, monthly chart, look at the main scenario, what's happening. You see the MACD crossing to the upside, RSI trending to the upside. What do you make of it? Because literally you just have to draw a line connecting the top and extend it in a way that it connects major area of that particular trend, and you end up somewhere here where you have already crossed to the upside in RSI, and you're continuing that in MACD, and the price is bouncing from the moving average. Now that's on a weekly, and that gives you a lot of credibility. I'm not a Bitcoin fan, but this is going to do good things for Bitcoin, and as it goes higher, the market is also going to trend high. Now what about altcoins, right? Let's jump into them. So this is how the trend in the altcoin market looks like. We have a lot of upside. We detail through that. We understand that. So we are not looking at the macro scenario, because we understand that the macro scenario is going to give us a lot of upside. Now we are going to go into a daily chart, then 4-hour chart to see what really is happening right now. Because in any sense, when you look at this market, you are seeing this breakout as we discussed previously. If you agree with me or not, it doesn't matter, because the market is showing you this. It's not me. So when you see this in the market and the market is about to break higher, you give attention. Why? Because the MACD is just about to cross to the upside. That's when you get more volume, and that's when you look at your RSI, whether it's breaking out or not. And if it's breaking out, the strength is increasing. Understand, that's the relative strength index which is breaking higher and showing you what the price is actually doing. Because don't just rely on the indicators, because the indicators are created from the price. It's making you easy to understand, taking all the parameters here. So right now when you see these candles, bullish shaped candles with long wicks to the downside, whenever the price went to the downside, buyers were interested to buy in. So alts are literally getting a lot of momentum. Now look at the BTC dominance. You'll understand one thing. Whenever the dominance pushed up, it was kicked down. Now did we talk about this? Yes, we did. How many times, I don't know, but we gave you that clarity of understanding that this is a bearish continuation pattern in the BTC dominance, and in the long term scenario, you are way bearish in BTC. Long term, considering the ROI which you can literally make in the BTC and altcoin market. This is from 2013. You are trending to the downside. right? You never made a higher high breaking this trend line. You came back to that level, you got rejected, you went back. You look at the moving average, you went to the moving average, you got rejected, you came back. Now literally go back to that altcoin market and look at what's happening in the same time frame. From that 2013 mark, you are trending to the upside. Now why is it so important? Because the BTC, you go into BTC but not coin market cap, because the coin market cap gives you from 2013, but I really want to show you guys from 2010. So we come here, we take this and we see this. Okay, great. We understand that BTC just broke below the long-term trend line, retested it, got rejected, went up. Now we are still remaining below this. That doesn't mean we are going to go up, because we still have other trend lines which we need to follow, right? These are the other trend lines. So unless we break below this, that's not super bearish. But understand this, an asset which went up like 1, 2, 3, what's it going to do? Look at the 88 wave analysis, you'll understand what I'm saying. But for this cycle right now, in this weekly trend, you are seeing this. We are about to break to the upside. That's why I told you we may go towards $80,000 to $120,000 Bitcoin with the current volume and the pattern, price action, whatever you call it, is showing you that. Now let me go back to XRP. When these are moving higher, you see such a fluctuation. Now what do you really want to see in the market? Green days, green numbers, all good, all great. If you are in an exchange where you are trading XRP against BTC, you definitely have to look at the XRP BTC pair, and you are like, wow, that really shows how high the price can really go, because we are so close to the bottom. We are right now sitting closer to the bottom than the top. So you just look at like, what is your risk, what is your reward? Your risk is going down this much and your reward is going up this much. So that's a symmetrical upside which you are looking at the XRP BTC chart, and you're like, okay. Now, if you are like me, then you are literally thinking like this. My downside is 2 and my upside is 200. Do I take the shot or not? Clearly, for me, that's a go signal. Now, you get the max in USD pair, because Bitcoin right now is being thought as a store of value. It's increasing in price, whereas your fiat, dollar, euro, yen, it's depreciating. So it's better to be in a depreciating asset and trade XRP against it, where you make the most of it. Now, why do we really say this? You just have to zoom out, take the tool here, measure your price range from the bottom till the top. So you literally made around 5,000, 7,000. Okay, let me be precise. Say 8,000% there. Now you go on and look at XRP USD and what it did. We all know it did crazy numbers. From this, it did like 75,000%. Then what you are looking at there is literally 8,000%. So you got 10x more fluctuation in USD pair, right? So when the money comes in, you're going to see the money flowing like a flood. When it's flooding, it's really hard to maneuver around. But if you are prepared, you can do that easily. And that's why crypto market is so great. We are seeing a lot of breakouts. We are seeing the market giving you the opportunity to make money. And if you can take that, look at the volume. We talked about this, right? We went towards 12. Now we came back to 2.5 billion, I think 2.4. And then we bounced. Right now we had 3.8 billion. Now, guys, that's enormous. We are moving higher. We are trending higher. After this, we're going to go towards, and we are going to look at $12 billion as the resistance level. And as we break that, it's going to get massive. Why? Because last time we talked, it was like 22, and right now it's 16. So as Ether continues higher and people take profit, it will move into different alts. And XRP is going to be one among them, where a lot of attention is right there right now, with the volume, with the adoption, with the utility and everything. And you're going to see the price pumping. So guys, make sure you click that like and subscribe button if and only if you understood what we conveyed and you received value for your time. And if you are really into this crypto market where you are looking to make more and more profit, you can definitely look at the Patreon. The link is given in the description below. This is the start of the month where you get the most for your money. Now, as you continue higher in this market, you don't want to lose. You want to make a lot of money. You want to make the most of it. you want to know what exit strategies you need to follow for various different assets, you just come in here, you just type in the search, find what asset you want, because we do this on a regular basis with all these assets. So you now know which asset we are targeting, where we are moving towards. So this particular asset, if you look at DOT, we posted this previously August 31st saying we are going to do this. We hit our target one, we are moving towards this one. Now you come here, look at DOT, how's it doing? Like 28% last week and 10% last day. We're standing at $33. Did we anticipate that? Yes, we did. So in a lot of different assets, this is happening. We went through them one by one and showed you this is going to happen, and that literally happened and it lasted through. So when you do this, you learn technical analysis, and once you learn this, you don't need anyone else. You go to the chart, you take the chart, you do the charting, you understand what's the target, where you enter, where you exit. That's it. You make money. So guys, I'll meet you on the next video. Bye for now.